Hello, my name is Mark Rambacher, and I am running for re-election to the Littleton Select Board. I have lived in town for 30 years with my wife, Sarah. We have 2 kids, Ethan and Calvin, who both graduated from Littleton High School. When I was running for Select Board 3 years ago, I said I wanted to increase the transparency of the board and work towards a more welcoming Select Board. In my time on the board, we have held respectful, inclusive meetings allowing all residents to be heard. We signed and instituted a code of conduct for the Select Board members, which I have to say other boards have also adopted. We have started a town newsletter and podcast. I encourage you to check out the town website for information on how to subscribe to our updates. The Select Board holds regular office hours. Recently, we started a charter committee to evaluate and recommend how our local government should look in the future. I believe I have made a difference and have made the Select Board more open and transparent. I am asking you to re-elect me in May so I continue to move us in this direction. In my time on the Select Board, we have hired a new town administrator and fire chief. After a lot of productive engagement with the town, we have a lease in place for the town orchard. I'm excited that the beautiful new center on Shattuck Street will be opening soon, and I cannot wait to see the events hosted there. I'm looking forward to the opening of the new home for Park and Rec and the school offices and the newly remodeled Indian Hill building. I take my role on the Select Board seriously. I think it is important to know what is going on across all boards, so I make sure to attend meetings of many other town boards. I enjoy volunteering around town, from building boardwalks to volunteering at races. I believe it is important to give back to the community, and working together with others to make a positive change is so rewarding. I feel a sense of civic responsibility to continue to give back to the town. There is so much more work to be done in Littleton. The town has started planning for a new Shaker Lane school. I hope that we can not only make this a wonderful place to educate our kids, but a sustainable building that will serve the town for years to come. The 550 King Street development is getting underway. Our new sewer system will be operational soon. As our community continues to grow, I will work to make sure the development we get is what the town wants and needs. I will work to make Littleton a welcoming place for all residents and employees where everyone is kept informed and treated with respect. Please get out and vote on Saturday, May 10th. I look forward to seeing you at the polls. Thank you.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Gary Charter Wilson, and I'm seeking re-election as one of your Select Board members. As with most endeavors we take in our lives, it's necessary to pause and evaluate our successes in life as well as our setbacks. Before deciding to run for re-election, I went back and watched my candidate video from 2022. In that video, I mentioned 3 areas that I wanted to concentrate on: people, infrastructure, and taxes. I stressed the importance of our municipal employees and the role they play in our town's success. Since that time, I have assisted in creating the town's compensation plan and grid, as well as a reward system that recognizes our employees. I continue to support the community on several subcommittees that include the Personnel Advisory Committee, the Disability Commission, the Financial Policy Committee, Committee for the Exploration of Real Estate Tax Relief for Seniors, Littleton Community Television Advisory Committee, and am currently the Select Board's liaison to the Littleton Charter Committee. I have been a strong advocate of the town's continued ownership of Nagog Orchard for future generations to enjoy. I actively pursued the purchase of the Indian Hill music property that will house our parks and recreation and school departments, as well as provide room for future expansion opportunities at a fraction of the cost to build a new structure. I have been a strong advocate of the new center at Shattuck Street. First, as a Council on Aging member, and now as a Select Board member, seeing the project come to its completion over the next month, providing a safe gathering place to support our aging population, people with disabilities, veterans, and the community as a whole. From day one, I also committed to working with the Light and Water Department to ensure that our businesses downtown have access to town sewer capacity that will become active over the next year, providing growth opportunities to create a vibrant Littleton Common. There are so many exciting things ahead for Littleton, and we need continued leadership that will manage growth, be fiscally responsible, a leader in education, and always strive to provide a safe, healthy community for our citizens to raise families and age in place. I believe our greatest challenges ahead are population growth, senior living options, and maintaining a strong municipal workforce. As always, please know that though we may not always agree, I will always listen respectfully and try to make the best decision for the community as a whole. I am not perfect, but I believe that each of us should use whatever gift we have to serve others. I humbly ask for your vote for re-election on May 10th. Thank you.
Hello, Littleton. I'm Melissa Hebert, and I'm running in the upcoming election to continue serving as a Light and Water Commissioner. I'm extremely proud to be on the board and feel that my experience in town government, my expertise as a leader in the tech industry, my positive attitude, and my passion for Littleton and its residents are why you should vote for me in the upcoming election. My priorities as your Light and Water Commissioner are clear: providing clean and safe drinking water for residents of Littleton and Boxborough, maintaining reliable power while keeping rates among the lowest in Massachusetts, safety, and superior service. I'm dedicated to ensuring that reliability and affordability remain at the heart of our services. In addition, supporting the completion of the sewer project and finding additional sewer capacity to meet the needs of our local business owners in the Common are key. I've had the privilege of serving on the Select Board as Chair, Vice Chair, and Clerk, and have a deep level of understanding of how boards and state legislators can work together to accomplish goals. I also served on the Master Plan Update Steering Committee, where we worked for years to capture the updated vision for Littleton's future. One key recommendation that came from that effort was the town sewer project, aimed at addressing the nitrate contamination in our Common's drinking water, as well as revitalizing the town Common. This fall, phase 1 of that project will conclude under the leadership of the Light and Water Department. It's been an honor to be part of an idea that has went from inception and is now in implementation. On a personal note, my 5-year-old son just started kindergarten at Shaker Lane School, where I also went to school. This connection to Littleton's families and schools will help me represent them and their priorities as a commissioner. And lastly, I've always been an advocate for younger generations to get involved in town government, and I hope serving in this capacity inspires others to get involved early so we can learn and teach the next generation. Thank you for your time and support. I hope to earn your vote and the opportunity to serve our community as a Light and Water Commissioner.
Hello, my name is Ivan Pagasic, and I'm a candidate for re-election to the Light and Water Commission. The last 3 years have brought substantial upgrades to the town. We finished our new PFAS water treatment plant, which came in under budget and on schedule. This new treatment plant was one of the first in the state thanks to the proactive nature of our department and board. We also developed a new water source in town, and we'll feed that through our new treatment plant. The replacement of the Cedar Hill water tank was completed, and we replaced several sections of water main in areas around town. We designed and began implementation of a major sewer project that aligns with the town's master plan and provides upgraded sewering for the Common. The project is within budget and on schedule for completion later this year. The project, one of the largest in town, was disruptive to residents at times. I thank our townspeople for their patience and understanding while we complete this very important piece of infrastructure. On the electric side, we continue to improve our infrastructure to help minimize outages. We increased our investment in non-carbon emitting power and sustainable rebate programs. Recent news of electric costs from private investor-owned utilities and their surging prices over the last 6 months is something I am deeply concerned about. Thankfully, we continue to maintain our great rates, third lowest in the state, And with our policies and rate stabilization in place, I will continue to look out for the ratepayer and advocate for them. The Light Department is fiscally sound, and the future looks bright for maintaining attractive rates. The Light Department continues to provide the town with its pilot program, which is our payment in lieu of taxes, funding that helps the town provide its services to the community. In addition, we provide support to the schools and various organizations throughout town. It is very important to me that our departments interact with the community, which will continue if I am elected for another term. I am confident that we can continue to provide the best service at an affordable cost to the ratepayers of Littleton, and I ask for your support at the town election on May 10th, so I can continue to work for you in making this happen. Thank you.
I'm Mark Hollinger, running for Light and Water Commissioner. It's been a privilege to raise a family in Littleton, and since our kids are grown, I'm looking for new ways to contribute. Littleton's Light and Water Department has been doing a great job at keeping the power up and the rates down. I don't want to jeopardize that success, but I do have some ideas about using recent technology to provide even better service and more efficient operations. During my 23 years living in Littleton, I've served on the boards of 6 nonprofit organizations, most of which have paid employees and volunteer leadership. Currently, I'm a member of the committee for our scouting unit, and I serve as IT director for the Neshoba Valley Youth Soccer League, where I also schedule hundreds of soccer games each season across the area and help reschedule them when necessary, like last weekend. My wife and I are active members of the Littleton Volunteer Corps, working with the town on emergency preparedness and providing support to the Littleton Fire Department. Professionally, as a software engineer for a major tech company, I'm familiar with the politics of large organizations with multi-million-dollar budgets and multi-year projects. I'm a hands-on developer with a degree in computer and systems engineering. From the start, my career has focused on high availability, storage, and network security, an important area for LEWD, especially after the cybersecurity attacks of 2023. Littleton is lucky to have our Light and Water Department with its long record of reliable service and some of the lowest residential power rates in the state. I want to help maintain and protect those low rates while also building capacity and modernizing the infrastructure. Our town is growing, and with the increasing adoption of electric vehicles and efficient air source heat pumps, existing customers will consume more electricity as they transition away from natural gas, oil, and gasoline. After applying for and winning a competitive state grant, I cooperated with the Light and Water Department to install DC fast charging stations for electric vehicles on Littleton Common. That project taught me a lot about the industry and how to work effectively with state and local governments. LELD stepped up financially and also did a fantastic job with the site work. I'm glad the fast charging stations are now available to the Littleton community and the traveling public. Currently, Massachusetts gets about 3/4 of its electricity from natural gas, which is one reason electric rates here are the 3rd highest of any state. The transition towards sustainable energy still has a ways to go, with more generation capacity gradually coming online from solar and wind projects. Hydroelectric and biomass plants continue to be small but significant. Distributed generation, such as rooftop solar, is particularly popular in areas with high electricity rates. It's challenging for Littleton home and business owners to make a financial case for installing solar panels because our electricity rates are so low. Major installers like Sunrun and Tesla Solar won't even quote a price for a system in Littleton, since it would take too many years to recover the investment. Some customers pursue renewable power anyway, not to save money, but because they believe it's the right thing to do. LELD imposes restrictions, such as the 8 kilowatt system capacity limit for net metering, that make it harder for citizens to pursue distributed generation. Let's make sure we're doing everything we can to support local renewable energy. Everything, that is, except raising our rates. Water quality is important too. I've noticed more Littleton residents purchasing bottled water, and I'm starting to hear complaints about a chemical odor. We all need clean, safe drinking water, and we need electricity. We all want to be good citizens. Let's keep doing what works while also considering new ways to manage our resources that are practical and responsible. I appreciate your support and your vote.
My name is David Spanigal. I am a new resident of the town of Littleton, having done what we could to take care of a rambling 18th century farmhouse in the town of Lancaster, where my wife Becky and I lived for the previous 19 years. Now we are helping to establish Hager Homestead, the 55-plus senior co-housing community that Littleton has welcomed at 336 King Street. We moved into our cozy little unit almost 7 months ago. I'm thankful for this early opportunity to offer my deep experience in public service to benefit our new neighbors and friends in Littleton. For most of the time that I lived in Lancaster, I served as an elected public official, first completing 7 consecutive terms as Lancaster's town moderator from 2008 to 2015, and then nearly completing 2 3-year terms as a Thayer Memorial Library trustee from 2018 until we moved away from town early in 2024. As a trustee at Lancaster's library, I learned not only how incredibly valuable public libraries are, they freely provide essential community resources for all town residents, but I also learned about how to handle ongoing stresses and occasionally unanticipated surprises, which may demand creative problem solving. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, for example, my fellow trustees and I worked closely with our director, other stakeholders in town, and outside experts to develop and implement action plans that both preserved and even expanded our library's capacity to serve Lancaster community safely and effectively. At various intervals, I was a member of the Lancaster Library Trustees Policy Committee, a member of their most recent Building Committee, and for many years I chaired their Fundraising and Advocacy Committee and served as the trustee liaison to the Friends of Thayer Library Volunteer Group. During my final year on the Lancaster board, I was elected its vice chair. I thus bring a broad portfolio of relevant experiences and readiness to assist Littleton's library trustees in whatever capacities they may need to meet future challenges. At my full-time day job, I'm a history professor at Worcester Polytechnic Institute. I love books, obviously. In terms of my personality and style, I bring a keen wit, a lively sense of humor, and a calm, steady, diplomatic temperament to my work as a trustee. I am as comfortable learning new things as I am in sharing knowledge from areas of my expertise. I believe that these combined attributes help me to bring out the best of myself as well as the best of all those who surround me. I look forward to joining Littleton's library trustees in their work to keep the Reuben Hoare Library vital and flourishing for years to come. Thank you.